Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Move Plus. I hope you're all keeping well out there. Looking at that warm-up, guys, we're gonna kick things off with 1 minute of cardio of your choice. We're gonna go with mountain climbers for ours, so push-up position, running the legs underneath. We do 1 minute of that, and then the next 4 minutes is gonna run like this. We do 20 seconds of deadlifts. So going ground to stand up, followed by a 10-second rest. We then go into 20 seconds of burpees, followed again by a 10-second rest, and we repeat that cycle for those remaining 4 minutes. You good to go, Em?
Yep.
All right, starting in 10, so remember 1 minute of cardio of your choice. You guys can pick what you want to do here. And we are going in 3, 2, 1, and go for it. So mountain climbers, we are setting up a nice strong push-up position, so active shoulders just underneath the shoulders, so they're stacked nice and vertical that way. We're gonna lock that trunk in, and we're running the legs underneath the body. So trying to keep the torso as still as possible and just having those legs tuck the knee right up to chest height. Now these will get pretty spicy, so as Em's doing there, you might need to take a little strategic break every now and then, but try to work that minute as much as you can. This is your opportunity to kind of escalate the heart rate. If you've been doing not much before this, maybe you've been sitting down, maybe doing some work on the computer, nothing too physical. Now we're coming into some physical work. We want to make sure that we're taking that time to just slowly and gradually ramp up. Now we're gonna go 15 more seconds on this, and then we move into that 4-minute section where it's 20 on, 10 off on those two movements, which are the deadlift and the burpee. 10 seconds. All right, getting ourselves ready in 3, 2, 1, and go for it. So going stand up down to dumbbells to the ground, you'll notice that Em is tipping the front ends of the dumbbells down, not touching a full flat touch with both heads. It is just the front end of the dumbbell touching the floor, and that's our marker at the bottom. And resting, so 10-second rest here. We're gonna move to burpees next. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. So looking at chest flat to floor at the bottom, guys, and then a jump and clap at the top, or at least a hand contact at the top. I'm going to try to mimic this nice high hip position that Em's doing rather than tucking into a ball, going from a squat jump. I'm going to try and do a hip hinge instead. And resting, so we'll switch back to the deadlift. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. It's really important, this guys, that if you are maybe a little tight for flexibility, maybe your hamstrings don't have a lot of give to them, don't go as deep, okay? We want to make sure we're keeping the back nice and flat. For some of you, that might mean just coming down to maybe knee level or a little bit deeper. But we want to prioritize that we're hinging at the hips, not rounding at the spine. And resting. Three, 2, 1, and go for it. Now, much like the mountain climbers we did at the start, guys, the hand position is going to be quite narrow. So we're just sort of loading in very close to the shoulders there. When she hits that bottom position, we're going to see a nice kind of perpendicular forearm to the line of the body. That means she's in a nice stacked push-up position. And resting. So 2 more minutes to go. Should be feeling that heart rate skip up now. Getting the body nice and warm, nice and loose. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. So this movement, guys, everything's narrow, right? We've got a real narrow stance so the dumbbells aren't going to graze against the bottom of the lower leg there. Dumbbells are nice and narrow too, so arms are just straight up and down. So everything's basically like parallel lines going straight up and down. Making sure we get a nice vertical position at the top when we lock those hips out. Resting. Three, 2, 1, and go for it. So Em's using a nice, efficient kind of roll down method here. She's not over-taxing the arms by doing a strict press through the bottom there. She's allowing the knees, thighs, hips, stomach, chest, everything to kind of roll down in sequence, and it'll be the same on the way back up again. Resting. So 1 more minute on this. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. As you move through this, guys, try to be active in the muscles that you're actually trying to contract. Don't just go through the motions. Think about your hamstrings, think about your glutes, think about your abs. Also think about your lats too. We're trying to keep those dumbbells in line with the shins. So keep everything strong and actively contracted as you move through it. And resting. So one more block, going to those burpees one last time. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. So looking for nice open hips at the top there, guys. So don't necessarily have to jump super duper high at the top, but we do want to make sure the body's in a nice straight line rather than staying tucked as we go through that. We want to make sure we open the hips up completely. And resting. All right, that is the warm-up done, guys.